Hello everybody, we are back. We are going to make a Dorito chicken casserole tonight. So we are getting the chicken all set up. I'm actually going to use chicken tenders. You can use chicken breast, you can use whatever you want. You could even use rotisserie chicken, okay? I'm going to put down some tenderizer, which is not open. Okay, and now we're going to put this is actually the seasoned meat tenderizer. So if anybody wants the seasoned meat tenderizer, you can get that, or the regular. It's up to you. I want a little extra seasoning with this when I put it in my Dorito casserole tonight for dinner. And of course, I've been doing a lot of work around the house, so I almost forgot to do my video. We don't want to do that, because I want to show everybody my chicken casserole. Dorito chicken casserole. I know I'm being silly. And I'm putting some ranch on it, of course. As everybody knows, I like ranch, and so does everybody else in my household. And I'm just lightly putting it over. Usually I'll pre-season all this and let it sit for a little while. But like I said, I'm in a hurry. And I'm going to get a little bit of my... I don't know how to really say this, so I'm going to let you read it. Okay? And I'm just going to kind of put a little bit of that on as well. And it's a tablespoon, or sorry, a teaspoon, not a tablespoon, that I'm using. And then the granulated onion, we're going to put a little bit of that on there. Try to season it all before we get it, of course, in the oven. And then we're going to go with the garlic. And the garlic. Oh, a little much there. A little much garlic, but that's all right. Never too much garlic. Maybe it'll keep the mosquitoes away if we're lucky. All right, now we are going to put it in the oven. Put it in the oven, and we're going to put it on 425. Of course, I forgot to preheat my oven, but we'll keep an eye on it. All right, and this is what it looks like after it's been cooked. And now we're going to start shredding it up. All right, and now I'm going to thank my best friend Janet for my wonderful chicken shredder. Thank you, Janet. There it goes. Woohoo! Look at that, chicken shredder. Love it. All right, and now we are going to start the mixture of the chicken and all these goodies that are going to go into it for our Dorito casserole. And as you can tell, I've been painting. So my daughter's giving me a hard time about my wear right this moment. We're going to do a tablespoon of taco seasoning, if I can get the thing in here and make it work my way today, because it's almost empty. And sprinkle it all in there, of course. And then we're going to do about a half a can of the soup. Not all of it. You know how that works. If it's going to come out, the whole thing is going to try to come out. And a little bit more than a half. And then, of course, we're going to add drained corn and cleaned. About a half a can. Because you only need a small one. I only had big ones. And then some black beans. You will drain it and clean them as well. Small can. And then we're going to put the wonderful Rotel in there with all the sauce and everything. Don't care. And then 1 full cup of sour cream. Probably shouldn't have put it in the cup. I should have just did it by my own measurement. But that's okay. And then we're going to add about a cup of cheese, which I'm just going to use my hand. All right. Add all this cheese to it. I'm going to add just a little bit more. You know, your choice, however much you want. Then we're going to mix it all up. But before I mix it up, I'm going to coat the bottom of this pan with some Doritos. It says nacho Doritos, but I'm going to do the ranch Doritos and see how that goes. And just put it all on the bottom. And of course, grease your pan, please, before you cook it all, you know. All right. Alrighty, now. All right, and now we're going to mix all this good stuff up as much as we can. I might even use the rest of that soup, I think, that I had. All right, I went ahead and used the rest of that can, so I would suggest a big can of the cream of chicken soup. So then you get the really good mixture going on. And there you go, that's what it looks like. Now we're going to put it all in the pan. Again, like I've said, hope we don't put it all over the chips or drop the bowl. All right, and not only that, I forgot to tell you guys, if you want to use green chilies to add to it to give it a little bit more spice, or even jalapenos, whatever you guys want to add to this wonderful little Dorito salad. Now we're going to put it in the oven on 350 for about 20 minutes, and we will be back to show you the results. Alrighty, now we got it all cooked for 20 minutes, and we'll pull it out, and look how yummy that's already looking. And now we're going to put the chips on top. Everybody stay hydrated while cooking again. And if you would like to press the like and subscribe button, that would be awesome. And if anybody has any comments, that would be great for people to leave me some comments. I hope everybody enjoys this meal if they've ever tried it. You know, if you've tried it, let me know what you think, even in the comments. And you just put however much chips you want, layer it up, make it something fun and enjoyable for the family. And then, of course, you will take some cheese. And, of course, everybody loves cheese. So you can put as much as you want. You could even use a different kind of cheese, but since this is more like a taco seasoning type of thing, we use the Mexican style blend. And then we're going to put this back in the oven for about 5 minutes, or until, of course, the cheese is melted. So just keep an eye on it. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, here we go. Time to get it out of the oven. Alright, here we go. And I have a special guest, my granddaughter, Hallie. And she's going to be my test taster today. Okay, here she goes. Gonna take a bite. That's good. And of course, thank you for visiting with us and viewing our videos. Please come back and watch some more.